Hey everybody, Coach Lori here with One Life Coaching and Wellness, coming to you guys live. I just wanted to chat about a topic of stress and how stress and overeating can go hand in hand. The reason that I even am thinking of stress today, just to be completely transparent and honest, is that actually I've had a very stressful couple of hours lately, and I just wanted to kind of relax and figure it out. And I was like, you know what? The best time to probably talk about stress is when I have been recently stressed, and just kind of talk about what stress actually does to our bodies. Okay, so stress actually puts us in a fight or flight mode, right? Our body doesn't know any different from, say, if we are on a desert island and we're not going to get any food the next morning or the next day or who knows how many days, and our body is stressed out about that. It doesn't know any difference from that stress to the stress of getting an A on a test or different kinds of stress that we can go through throughout our day. So what our body does is it says, oh my goodness, this person is absolutely stressed out. I need to go into fight or flight mode. That's what I need to do. So our bodies go into this fight or flight mode, right? And our body, it just doesn't feel good. Your body doesn't feel good when it's stressed. It feels like kind of all the way through your body, you have this tension. You have this feeling of uncomfortableness. You have this feeling of unrest. You have this just enormous feeling of, oh my goodness, I am so stressed out right now. And what your body does is it, first of all, can create cortisol, which I know some of you might know or some of you might not know. But what cortisol is it's something that actually can contribute to weight gain, and it can also contribute to you wanting more sweets and you wanting more things that are bad for you. Because what is happening, once again, is your body is going into this fight or flight mode, and it knows something that comforts it, right? So when we are stressed out, when we are going into that fight or flight mode, your body is like, I know what has made me feel better in the past. And it's been eating a cupcake. It's been, eating something, because in life we take a lot of joy in eating. It is something that a lot of us, and it should be. Eating should be a positive thing. It should be a pleasant experience. It should be, this tastes good. This is fueling my body. This makes me feel good. Now, when eating becomes bad is when we are so stressed out and we're not even thinking, and we're just like, I'm going to take it all out on this food and I'm going to eat whatever I can because that makes me feel better. And in the short term, eating actually does make you feel better. Eating that cupcake, it actually puts out dopamine. It actually does something in your brain. So it's not like you're crazy for wanting to eat or overeat when you're stressed out. It is your body's natural response. Your body is saying, I am stressed out. I want to feel better. What is going to be the best way to do that? It's very similar to alcohol, right? Sometimes when we are super stressed out, it's like the wine, it takes that edge off, and our body knows the wine is going to take that edge off. So sometimes you might crave wine. You might crave different things that you're like, gosh, I really don't want to do this, or I don't want to do as much of this. I don't want to eat that much. I don't want to eat this bad thing. I don't want to eat this cookie. But in reality, you are going through fight or flight mode. You are trying to relax. Your body is trying to come down from this enormous feeling of stress. And if you're right in the middle of it, which is again why I wanted to come live right now, because again, I've had a little bit of stress hit me, and I just wanted to make it clear, like, there is just a whole body experience when your body goes into stress. And sometimes what happens too is we ignore it. And we don't even know. We know we're stressed out. We ignore it. We try not to feel it. We try to push it to the side. And what do? We say food is comfort. Food is our friend. Food is not your friend. Food will not do anything for you. It will nourish you. It will do that. But it's not your friend. It's not like something that you can count on that's going to take care of you and do that kind of stuff. It's not like it's a person. It's not like it's an actual thing with feelings or emotion. It is not your friend. All right. Food is something that we need, and something that sustains us, and something that fuels our body in the right circumstances, right? During the stress time, though, in that flight or fight mode, when that's cortisol is coming, and then we are craving for things that make us feel better, and in our mind, we think cupcakes, cookies, things like that make us feel better, because it actually does, and it actually makes our body create dopamine. We feel better. That's what we go for. And that is what makes things so difficult, pushing the stress to the side, pretending like you're not feeling it. because you really are feeling it. So the first thing we need to do is we need to recognize it. Just like for me, it's like I needed to recognize that I am stressed out and this is what's causing my stress, okay? And I needed to kind of like take a step back and realize, what is causing my stress? Why am I feeling this way? And what is something that I can do besides eating, besides getting that cupcake, besides drinking wine, besides doing something that my body might be craving at the time? What is something that I can do instead? Okay. And here's the thing, like it is a habit that you actually can create. Okay. Just like it's the habit of if you feel stressed, you go for food. If you feel overwhelmed, you go for food. That is a complete habit, right? It is a complete habit. It is not necessary. It is not something that is going to sustain you to stay alive. That is nothing. It is literally just a habit because you are used to feeling better. The dopamine comes, you're used to feeling better once you have had that cupcake or that cookie. But I want to tell you that there can be a future to where you get in the habit of dealing with your stress other ways. Okay, so, before I might have done it with food. I might have done it with, other things to make me feel better. But now it has become a habit for me to try other things with dealing with stress. And one of those things is to kind of have a mostly stress-free life the majority of time, right? So if I can get my life and get in the habit of creating a stress-free life, most of the time, nobody ever has complete no stress. But if I can get my life to where most of the time I am not feeling at this high level of stress, because I'm telling you, I don't want to feel like this all the time. It's a sucky feeling, right? So if we can create to where most of the time you are feeling content with your life, you are feeling content with the things that are going on in your life, then you don't even have to worry about dealing with this crap that comes along with stress, right? So again, that's going to be a habit that can be formed. And I'm telling you, you can create these habits. I have seen it. I have helped many clients see it. I have done it myself, and I do it for myself on a daily basis because I'm not perfect and I'm not stress-free and I'm not drama-free and I'm not any of that kind of stuff. It still happens to me. So I still have to do it on a daily basis. But there does come a time to where your habits of dealing with it change. And that is where like the freedom comes of I do not need to overeat. I do not need to go to the cupcakes. I do not need to go to the wine. I do not need to go to those things. I need to do some of these other things that have been in my toolbox. I need to realize that that I've gotten to a place where the majority of my life is not stressed out. The majority of my life is feeling good about myself, feeling good about my family, feeling good about my friendships, feeling good about all those things. And those things take work. And those things take habits and changing of habits, which is why it is so important for me to come to you guys to know that it does take work, but it can happen. You can take these habits that you are not proud of, habits that you do not like to do. You can take those habits and you can stop them and you can replace them with healthier habits. And then now those habits are what you are doing and it comes naturally. There is so much freedom. And I'm getting passionate about this just because I know how much freedom there is in creating new habits. Okay? So instead of reaching for that bad food, or instead of reaching for that alcohol, or instead of reaching for something that is going to put more negativity on your body, can you meditate? Can you take a second and breathe and say, oh my goodness, what is going on? Just take a second and breathe. Take a second and realize that you are stressed. Take a second and say, okay, I am stressed out. Take a second to figure out what's causing the stress. Okay? Don't just push it to the side. Don't just say, I'm stressed, whatever, this is life. No. Why are you stressed? What's making you stressed? And how can you overcome that feeling of stress, that feeling of overwhelm? What can you do? Can it be positive self-talk towards yourself? That is a huge habit that is so hard to accomplish, but once you can get that habit of positive self-talk and thinking this might be stressing me out right now, but I am a good person, I am a smart person, I am somebody who cares, I am somebody, and you take all of your strengths and things that you believe in that is good, that's going to relieve the stress So much better than thinking about how you're terrible and how you caused the stress to yourself and how you deserve it and how you should be whatever. And so I'm just going to eat whatever I want and feel horrible about everything, right? So a lot of it is going to be self-talk. A lot of it is going to be self-care, saying, you know what? I'm not the worst thing in the world. I'm not the worst person in the world. I'm a good person, okay? This is all just going crazy right now, but I'm still a good person and I still believe in me and who I am, okay? And that is going to be a huge habit to get into when you start dealing with stress, because a lot of times our habit is to go to us and think, why did we do this? Why did we cause this? Why is this happening to me? Why? And it's like, no. Start having that self-confidence again and saying, hey, no, I'm a good person. I came from a good place when this happened, or whatever you might need. So take a second, realize you're stressed. Believe that it's okay to be stressed and it's normal. That's the other thing. I think sometimes we get stressed out and we're like, oh my gosh, now I'm a jerk. Now I'm an idiot because I'm stressed out and nobody gets stressed out like I do. And so you're stressed out because you're stressed out. And it is a horrible feeling because you're like, I shouldn't be stressed out. And that stresses you out. And it's just a huge ball of like things where you can actually start to cause yourself like an anxiety attack, because you are feeling so guilty for feeling anxious, and you're feeling so guilty for what is ever causing this anxiousness and this stress that your body, and then your body just goes, and it's just, take time, breathe. Think about what's factual with your stress. What is factual and what are feelings that you're having that are causing the stress? What is an actual fact that is causing your stress? What is something that is actually factual? And then what is something that is causing your feelings towards that fact? And is there something that you can do with those feelings based on that fact? And every time there is something that you can do with those feelings. Every single time. And it takes work and it takes a habit. But you can change your self-esteem, your self-worth. You can change your people pleasing. I'm here for everybody. I do everything for everybody. This is who I am. This is what I am. You can change that. You can change your feelings. And I don't know how much I can come to you and say that and let you know that, because I believe in it so strongly, that you can 100% change your feelings. So first of all, acknowledge you're stressed. Really realize what your feelings are about being stressed. And then realize how to deal with those feelings and what you need to do to deal with those feelings. That isn't eating and that isn't drinking or doing any of those things. And I'm telling you, these things can become habits, and it's literally just thinking about yourself every once in a while and believing in yourself every once in a while, setting boundaries for yourself. Stress is usually caused because we did not set any boundaries for ourselves. We are sometimes just go, and never letting ourselves relax, never letting ourselves enjoy our environment, our lives, whatever it might be. We're just go. And that is causing our stress. Self-esteem causes your stress. Oh my gosh, that's probably one of the biggest ones, right? That causes our stress. You know, getting in fights with others, people disagreeing with you, all of these things that can cause stress. It's like, take a second, understand that you're stressed, take a deep breath, and figure out habits and ways that you can get through it that isn't eating and isn't, drinking, and can give you that same feeling, that same dopamine, that same feeling that you can get from eating, or that same feeling that you can get from drinking. You can get that feeling other ways, and it's about learning how to get at those other ways. And there are so many ways to do that. Get your brain thinking and off of food and onto all of these other self-cares, things that you can do for yourself to feel better. And then once you've done this, I'm telling you, it becomes habit. And then now, like today, I let myself feel stressed. I'm honestly still stressed. But I took a breath. I thought about it. I realized who I am and where I was coming from. Like, I went through all of the things. I went through all of the habits that I've had every time that I get stressed. And it has definitely caused me to relax. And also coming to you guys is a huge thing. And acknowledging, hey, Lori's not perfect. Lori was stressed out today. And me acknowledging that to you helps reduce my stress level beyond all means, right? I'm sharing with you something. Whoever is listening to me, I'm sharing with you, and it relieves me of it. And I don't have to deal with it on my own anymore. I can say I'm stressed. I can own it. I can tell others. I can think of other different ways to kind of relax and come back to where I can start feeling good again. Does it happen in minutes? Does it happen in seconds? Nobody ever said. Could you be stressed out for a week and still, be doing these habits and still feel successful in getting through that stress? Absolutely. There's absolutely no time limit on it. But not doing anything when you're stressed, not even thinking about it, not even trying to understand it, just feeling it and just moving on with your life is going to be a huge detriment to you. And I just wanted to come to you live and explain that to you with, I hope you can see like the passion in me of how you can totally get through it and how it doesn't have to be food to make you feel better. Food's not your friend. You can actually truly go to a friend, right? You can go to a coach, you can go to a spouse, you can go to your kids. You can tell somebody. You don't have to take it all on yourself, okay? And especially not with food, okay? The thing I want to leave you with is that you shouldn't feel bad because you want to go to food when you're feeling uncomfortable, when you're stressed. You shouldn't feel bad about that. It's your body's natural response. Your body naturally wants something that's going to make it feel better. And it knows it's smart. It knows that when food comes into its system, it feels better, it's getting nourished, it's getting all of those kind of things. And then it also starts realizing that when I get sugar and when I get, salty, fatty, fried foods, that it's faster. My body feels better faster because that energy comes faster. And so your body starts to crave those things more. So it is not your fault that you are craving these things. It is a natural body response. I'm going to say that again. It is a natural body response. Okay? But you can create habits to where your natural response becomes something other than food. You can create habits to where your days are not so stressed out every single day, all day, to where the only thing you can come to is food. You can create habits to change all of these things. I promise you, I've been there. I'm still working on myself, and I will continue to work on myself forever. I mean, coaches coach themselves all the time. Coaches have coaches. We have coaches because we cannot do this alone, and we know that we can't do it alone, and we believe in what we are doing, so we know that we need help, and we want to help others. So I just wanted to come to you today and let you know that I am extremely passionate about this topic, and boundaries and all of that kind of stuff. And if you're feeling any of this, I would love to chat with you. It's a free consultation if you want to chat and talk to you about this and see if there's some way that I can help you create the habits to where you can feel so much better. Okay? So much better. I would love to chat with you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope this helped somebody. I hope somebody listening is like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for letting me know it's not my fault. Thank you so much for letting me know it's a natural response. And thank you for letting me know that it doesn't have to be the end all be all. Thank you for letting me know that the future can look bright and the future can change. And so many people have done it before, and I can do it too. Okay? I just wanted to come to you guys again live, raw, in the middle of my own struggle, and talk to you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much.